Bienvenidos a Sabaneta. Sabaneta is a great little spot, un pueblito. It's this little, small, beautiful little town in Medellin, very far up the valley, very unique. Originally, this is from the Anacondas, an indigenous tribe that inhabited and came over the mountain and settled in this little valley. This valley is completely different than anywhere else. Poblado's more in the middle of Medellin, and then all the way on the other side, you're going to have Bello y Copacabana. So the city is very, very spread out in the Andes, in this tiny little long stretch of the valley. Sabaneta is on this side, and Bello is on the other, going out. And a river actually separates all of it from one side, Robledo, different parts over there, up to the other side, which is like El Poblado or La Florida, different parts on the other side of the valley. Now, Sabaneta borders a couple little areas. You have over here La Estrella, Iturbe, and you have Envigado, which of course is Pablo's hood. So there's so many beautiful places to see around here. But what I want to go ahead, show you each barrio one by one, this being one of the unique ones. Of course, we're going to head up to some other cool places. And the reason why is I want you to get out of the regular stuff. Everybody always goes to the same thing, which is El Poblado. But come with us, and we're going to walk around, and we're going to see a little bit of Sabaneta, and you're going to kind of enjoy the place. So let's check this stuff out. Walk around, as you can see, a bunch of beautiful little restaurants around here. Bars, restaurants. I love to come up here. This place actually, Sabaneta is known as the entertainment area of Medellin. They have a lot of great venues, a lot of bands, a lot of good music. It's things you kind of want to experience on a regular basis. Come up here. Christmas time in Colombia is muy different. It's very different. Medellin is the most incredible place. In fact, Medellin has a light show that is known around the world. It's one of the most incredible light shows anywhere, from holiday lights that stretch all the way along the river, all the way into the city itself. In fact, Medellin, when they're done with their lights, sells them to Germany and they put them up secondhand. So Colombia actually has the first set of lights. If you can come down for the holidays, it goes through the holidays, through the new year. It's something incredible to see, something you want to see. And each of the areas, the cities themselves will have their own light attractions as well. I love to come to Sabaneta to see the beautiful Christmas lights and the shows that come around. People gather, cocktails, music, and it's just a great place to experience. But when we come down, you'll see, actually, we just came in to Sabaneta and made it right in time for our communion right here in the church. This is the Catholic Church in the center of Medellin, or Sabaneta itself. But what you can see is the food here and the drink area is just phenomenal. Come on down, you want to hang out, you want to taste a lot of the food, the best food. You see up here on the side, you have chorizo straight from the top. You have buñuelos, you have empanadas, arepas, todo the comida, all the food you want is sitting in a glass display. Always fresh, available. You can get your stuff. Always recommend the street food in here is so incredible. You could always get la picas, where you have a little plate full of chorizo, blood sausage, and morcilla. Chorizo and the morcilla being the blood sausage, of course. And then you have also like little empanadas you can get, and little arepas and different things that kind of mix with it. But it's a great little taste of everything. And of course, papas. They always get the French fries and throw that in there too. But if you come in, again, it's just a beautiful place to check out. This is the park itself. Everybody kind of gathers around and hangs out. We made it just in time to get a break from the rain and film some information. But so, it is a pueblo. It's very different than the rest of the city itself. If you travel outside of Medellin and you head out towards Santa Fe, or you head out towards Guatape or different places, you're always going to find some beautiful places. These little pueblos you stop in and have just so much entertainment, and look at the architecture, the beautiful paint that comes along with each one of these little houses. It's just everything's so rustic. They have the wooden doors that open up for the live-work environment. A lot of places the people live upstairs and then they have their businesses downstairs. So there's just so much to see. So I really wanted to come down, show you guys a little bit of some of the neighborhoods. This is Sabaneta, and we're going to take some time and show you some other ones as well. All right, welcome to the beautiful Envigado. Of course, Envigado is probably synonymous with the most historic group, Pablo Escobar and the Medellin cartel. But Envigado is a very different place. It's the reputation is completely different from what it's actually stereotyped as. It is also kind of known as a paisa, a country town separated off, very close and next door to Sabaneta, which is right next door. We still have Itegüe over here and La Estrella on this side. This actually borders next door up to El Poblado, which is the main neighborhood that most people frequent and everybody hangs out in. But Envigado is very different. Now, what people don't really know is the history behind it. The name itself actually comes from the trees. That is the most amazing part. The settlers came in and would actually cut these trees down and then use the wood from these trees to build the rafters inside the house. Therefore, they named this place Envigado from the trees itself. But it's changed a lot over the years. It originally came from settlers that came here and settled looking for gold. And they would use this as a residence as they go out and look for gold and come back, but they weren't that successful. But they still were able to bring in a lot of resources and become one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Medellin and actually in the area. What a lot of people don't know is since it's synonymous with the Medellin cartel and Pablo, everybody believes that maybe there's a high crime rate, but actually this is one of the best neighborhoods in Colombia and actually in Medellin, the lowest crime rate per capita in the whole country, which is very well unknown. As we know, people come in, stars or actors, musicians, they all stay here, they live here. They have houses up in the mountains, up in Envigado, and they stay in Sabaneta also. Nobody really wants to be in Medellin, in Poblado itself proper, because that's where all the tourists go and that's where everybody goes. But if you want to come and have the best experience in a little pueblo, a small, beautiful little town that has so much to offer and that is so beautiful, this is the place to come. Tons of little bars, tons of little restaurants and clubs that you can come and experience something different, a different nightlife, a different vibe, and not the runaround that you're going to get from the tourists that you're going to see up in Poblado. It's going to be something different, but we check it out. We're here in the park, plenty to see. You can see the beautiful church over here. We got a fountain over there on this side. Everybody that kind of hangs out again, people come in. We always have a service here on a regular basis. You can come in, do your communion, spend your time here, look around. We have many bars and restaurants all the way around that you can see. Take a picture with the beautiful Envigado sign. Why not when you're here? But once again, get out of Poblado, get out of the area, come experience some more of these areas. I encourage you. It's beautiful. Take your time and find out. Check it out. All right, welcome to Plaza Botero. Plaza Botero is kind of the center of Medellin itself. This is basically the art district. So as you can see right behind me, this is one of the sculptures that was created from Fernando Botero. He actually created 23 different sculptures all around the city itself. Some of them are actually put away for renovation right now, but at this moment, this is basically where everybody is spending their time from the art district. You have Museo Antioquia right here. This is one of the main museums. This is actually the government center, one of the government buildings, the old historic government buildings. There's other ones farther away for other purposes like IDs and passports and things like that. But this is the main building of the city's historic government. Now, this is also known as Old Quarter. So basically, the old quarter of Medellin itself. You have the metro system right here. It's the same metro system that runs all the way down through Envigado, Sabaneta, La Estrella, and the other way, going all the way headed up towards Bello. So you have the full distance from the metro system that'll stop right through here. As I said, this is kind of in the area where San Antonio. You can go, you can connect to anywhere you want. A little bit farther down, you're able to connect to the metro cables, which will take you all the way up through the barrios up on the top. And actually, the metro cables end like a spider both directions all the way up the mountains. So a lot of people come down here and spend a lot of time. There's a lot of great stuff to see. You want to check out one of the sculptures around the corner. There's also some other unique artifacts that they have, the Palace Center and some other areas. But to come down here and spend some time is really nice. If you want to do shopping, everything is available here at your fingertips. You want to walk around the corner, you have shoes, you have clothes, you have the sunglasses and hats, and you want to get any household items, electronics, everything is completely available for you at your convenience to shop for. And it's very, very cheap. I won't say all of it might be 100% real. You can get your Jordans, you can get whatever you want. I'm sure they're quite knocked off, but you're going to get them at a very, very, very discount rate. Now, as far as anything else, entertainment-wise, there's a lot of great restaurants down here. Each neighborhood or section of this area has something unique. There's a houseware area, whether you want dishes or plates. There's fabrics area, you want fabrics, you want pajamas, you want clothes. There's a whole fabric section. You can head over to the electronics section. There's everything that you want in an individual area, but you just got to kind of walk quarters. Do know that this area is predominantly closed on Sundays. So you think you're going to come shopping on a Sunday from somewhere else, and a lot of this stuff is closed down. A lot of it's kind of the day off for everybody in Colombia. People who are at church or spending time with family on a Sunday, so it becomes very limited. But I do encourage you, come on down, check it out, spend some time, and just kind of enjoy, check out the museums and some of the artifacts. It's really beautiful. It's one of those spots that I like to come down and look at, have a drink, enjoy, walk around. Hopefully it won't rain, so avoid the rain. That can always come with it as well. So we'll check out some other stuff too. Check it out. Welcome to Laureles. This is actually an urban development area of Medellin itself. So it's completely different than a lot of the other places we've been visiting, which are more or less little settlements like pueblos we've been visiting. But Laureles is an urban development. It's probably one of the most logistic places that is well designed, and there's a reason for it. It sits kind of right in the middle of Medellin itself, right along the river. You have metro station on one end. This is actually Calle 70 or 70th Street. And this is where all the bars and all the clubs and restaurants are in this neighborhood. You could actually make a right from my direction, head straight up into here, and there is a huge neighborhood of restaurants and bars. The food is incredible, the people are fantastic, it's just an overall great place to be. Now, what makes this place so fantastic is not only do you have the metro system right here, but right next to the metro system is you have the stadium. So this is where people come and watch Medellin play or Nacional. So if you want to watch some good football, that's the place you want to go ahead and go. Or soccer, however you want to put it. That's where you want to hang out from that side as well. There's a lot of stuff. The other thing that brings attention here is the arena. The arena right over here has phenomenal shows. You can see on a regular basis. If you want to see Estore Stereo, if you want to see Heroes del Silencio, you want to see rock bands, you want to see salsa bands, you want to see any type of different band that comes through here on a regular basis, you're right there at the arena. So everything is all kind of tied into one. You're right next to downtown, right over here is Poblado, right back over here, you're kind of connected to a bunch of different neighborhoods. You have Medellin, you have La America, you have Robledo, and all of it's all connected in this one little area, which brings them all together. So, La Candelaria, right over here, everything is really close. So what you want to make sure is you do come to this area. This is a very unique place. If you come down here on the weekends, or you come down here on a Thursday through a Saturday night, you're not going to find any Americans really hanging out or Europeans. It's going to be very private, more intimate. You're just going to meet some very, very, very nice people. It's apparently raining and dripping on my face, which is great. So the weather's been very accommodative for us at this time. It actually took a break, which is nice for us to video. But I do encourage everybody to come on down here. It is beautiful. Try out the bars and restaurants. I wanted to come down in the daytime so you can see a little bit of it, with some light. But if you're going to come down, take the train down, take a taxi, anywhere you want. By the way, just so you know, there is Uber here. It's not legal for them to work as a service, but it's on your phone. So if you're coming from the States or you're coming from anywhere else, you could actually go ahead and call your Uber and use it and not have to go ahead and pay cash. So everything's already debited from your bank account and you don't have to carry cash for your taxis. If you do take a taxi, just a reminder, make sure it has the meter on. If you want to get in a car, make sure there's a meter in it. If they don't have a meter, then you're always questioning whether or not what they're charging you for the distance is going to be correct. So anyway, come on down, check it out. Laureles, you're going to love it. It's a beautiful place. All right, now welcome to El Poblado. Most people say Poblado, but it's El Poblado. El Poblado is the hotspot of Medellin, and we've all heard about it because it contains all the little areas that everybody's been looking for, which is Parque Jerez, which is straight up here, or Provenza, which is right up here, or a little bit farther up you also have El Tesoro, and then to the right you have La Flora. You have different areas in this area, and then to your left from this side you have Las Palmas. All of these center right in the main section of Poblado itself. This is kind of the high demand area. Everybody loves to come here. The musicians sing about it. The actors spend a lot of time here. The restaurants, the bars, everything is very energetic. You can't go anywhere without seeing a million people dressed very well, heading out to the bars for drinks, for food. And I gotta say, I must admit the food is absolutely incredible. You head into Provenza and they have some of the best culinary scenes that I've ever seen and tasted at very affordable prices. That's just one of the incredible things about it. You could literally walk on one street and have 7 bars, literally just within one block. Anywhere you want to go, they have speakeasies, they have underground. You won't even understand. You'll look and a bar comes from underground, or a club you walk into and it goes downstairs, or they're up on a rooftop. So there's just one thing about Medellin is there's nowhere to build, so they build up. And when they build up, it just brings all these unique areas to go ahead and check out. Now, obviously, a lot of people come here for many reasons. The women, that's one of the things people come for Poblado for. But as I said before, there's so much more around here. I'd like to see that people experience some other things. But the one thing that's very nice about it, and it's very convenient, now you have the tunnel that comes directly from the airport. It makes it so easy to come into the city and be able to spend time and not have to spend a lot of time on transportation. Years ago, we used to have to head over the top of the pass. It was about an hour and 10 minutes just to be able to get to the airport if there was no traffic or no accidents. Now, you can come directly through the tunnel, which arrives right here in through Las Palmas and gives you the access road to stay right here in Poblado. Now, not only do you see, it is one of those centrally located parts of the city. You can see right here, you have San Diego, which goes over here to El Estadio, farther down, Bello, farther down, Robledo, Laureles, all of it's just kind of right here on this side. Then right over here, back to where we were talking about earlier, you have Envigado, you have La Estrella, you have Sabaneta. Everything is all in this area. So you're just in this area that just provides so much access. And this is the metro station right here. You literally can walk right down here, 2 blocks, access the metro, and head either direction that you want to go up towards Bello or up towards La Estrella, either way, and have access to any different part of the city that you want. So again, this is one of the best areas. There's 16 comunas in Medellin. This is one of them. It's actually was founded by 80 indigenous people. That's how big it was, and it actually became the production hub of all the manufacturing when Medellin was founded, and they would supply all the products and services in Medellin as the population started to grow. And as it grew, of course, so did the population, and it just kind of manifested into what it becomes just this beautiful area. Now, as I said, I enjoy this place very much. It's very centrally located. It provides a lot of opportunity and a lot of scenery for everybody. And as I said, come back to the culinary scene. It's fantastic. If you want to stay busy, you want to have something to do all the time, this still is the best place to stay. But as I said, don't just come to Poblado. Look at the other areas. I gave you a list of 5 things to see around here, 5 of the places that I like to stop, whether you're in Sabaneta, whether you're in Envigado, whether you're here, whether you're in Laureles, or even in Centro. There are more places to go as well. But when you have 5 choices, this is one of the 5, and it probably is one of the best ones to stay. So please, hope you enjoy everything. I'll see you soon.